Welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Killers of the Flower Moon. I mean, right? I know. Nobody's going to watch this review because 121,145 people already rated it on IMDb, 7.9. So it's supposed to be good. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, Martin Scorsese. Normally, I don't even talk about the directors or the producers, which I should. I probably should. I've been doing this long enough to maybe recognize them. But they're in this, right? 3 hours and 26 minutes long. They discover oil, like I think on an Indian over an Indian nation. And so they start killing off the Indians, I think, or Native Americans. Sorry, I just ran down the steps, breathing heavy. And then the FBI gets in. I don't know. I mean, that's the way I kind of read it. You know me. I don't watch. Well, you don't know me probably at all. but you know, I don't really watch trailers. I read what IMDb says and then I go into it. So, star-studded. Jesse Plemons is in it. I like Jesse Plemons because I feel like, I don't know. I know this is ridiculous, but I feel like I discovered Jesse Plemons. When Friday Night Lights, I was like, this guy's good. I like him. And then he's just awesome. Then he went to Breaking Bad, changed his entire character, and it's just, he's awesome. I mean, Leonardo and Robert De Niro, who are, you know, but Jesse Plemons, I think he's awesome. So, anyway, enough about that. I'm kind of excited. A little longer movie, but we'll see. Let's get into it, find out what it's about. I'll give you a better idea and at least let you know what I think. Maybe I'll do a check-in tonight. I haven't done one in like, I don't know how many films. But we're gonna maybe do one tonight, maybe not. I don't know. Stick around, find out. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're doing a quick check-in. Surprise, surprise. We're at the 1 hour, 50 minute, 40 second mark of Killers of the Flower Moon. And, you know, normally I don't do these kinds of check-ins. I've been holding off on some advice from a fellow subscriber. But I'll start off this way. I talk so much about Jesse Plemons. I haven't seen him yet. Hour and 50 minutes in. Over halfway. John Lithgow is also in this movie, supposedly. And so is Brendan Fraser. I haven't seen any of them, so I don't know. I mean, everybody else is in it. Well, everybody else as in, you know, man, I forget their names already. Robert De Niro and, of course, Leonardo DiCaprio are in this. And so, I'll just quick say, I'm here. I'm at the almost 2 hour mark, whatever. And it's an upsetting movie. It's not. I'm not having fun watching it. You know? So if you don't stick around for my credits, at least I figured it was a good point to tell you right now. It's not. I'm sure it's well acted, and I don't know. So, Osage tribe, whatever. So they strike oil on. I'm not saying on the Indian or the Native Americans' land, right? And what's great, what I thought in the beginning was the fact that all these Native Americans made it rich because of the oil. So it wasn't like stolen from them like I thought it was going to be, like I figured. And I don't know, I thought that's the way it was going to go. That's not the way it goes. They hit oil and they're all, you know, living great. So they have nice houses and, you know, maids and butlers and, you know, chauffeurs. So it's like, okay, cool. But what's happening is the white man is, that's what they say in the movie, is, you know, marrying into the Native American tribe, right? So they're finding women, single women, and marrying in, and that's how they're starting to live their lives. Now, you know, in some instances, you can just see, you know, maybe they do fall in love, whatever, and, you know, he's just trying to live the best life he can. Some white man who married him. There's others who are not just taking, you know, hey, I got a great wife, got a lot of money, don't got to work that much. They're greedy. So the greed part of all of this is just, ugh, makes it so hard to watch. Robert De Niro's character in this is one of the worst I've seen in a long time. The character. Robert De Niro's great, don't get me wrong, but in this case, and he's corrupting, you know, so he plays Leonardo DiCaprio's uncle, right? But it's corruption, it's greed, it's is it misogynistic? Male wants to overtake the woman. I don't know if that's the right term. I don't know. But it's just not a film that I really feel comfortable watching. It's I guess good for, learning and understanding, because I'm sure this probably really did happen. I don't know that yet, but I know the whole history about, not the whole history, whatever. Anyway, it just I'm ready for a pause on this. I don't know. It's not as exciting as I had thought, but everybody else seems to love it. Over 100,000 people thought it was a 7.8, and it is a well-made film, just not fun to watch. Alright, so I'll get back to it here, and I'll finish it and tell you what I think at the end, but if you stick around, great. If not, at least you know what I think so far. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Killers of the Flower Moon, and honestly, kind of reminds me of why I kind of do movie reviews. There's a lot of talented people out there who do movie reviews, and they are hundreds of times better than me. They know movies better than I do. They know all the technical terms, and they can speak a lot better than I can, right? I'm not good at any of that, but I still enjoy doing them. And I do them because it's the way the movie makes me feel. Like, people, like you talk about, and I say it too, the acting is good, the cinematography, even though I don't even know what that means, Martin Scorsese, whatever. This movie, bottom line, made me feel awful. 3.5 hours of feeling awful. And I know I said that at the check-in. I mean, I 100% believe that that's what Martin Scorsese wanted us to feel. Right? So, applause. I mean, fantastic. That's the point of this. You're supposed to... I talk about being emotionally tied to characters. And I was emotionally tied to these characters. Like, really. I mean, phenomenal job. Great job. But it's not a movie I want to watch. I am so disappointed. Jesse Plemons finally was in it as I'm watching the credits. I don't know if I said I'm at the credits. I'm at the credits, right? Jesse Plemons was finally in it. And John Lithgow was in it. Like a small piece, and Brandon Fraser, right? Not enough, but whatever. They're great in their roles. And Leonardo DiCaprio was fantastic. And whoever the Indian woman, or Native American woman, she was phenomenal too. Like, what a stoic kind of, short but to the point kind of character she played. Anyway, great job. A great job all around. Everybody, yay. If you want to go into a movie and just be angry and be upset and be disappointed and be sad, I don't know, be everything not positive, this is the movie for you. Now, if, you'll appreciate it for everything that they've done and they brought to the screen and bring awareness, I get it. I'm all in on the awareness, and I feel so bad for the Asase, for Native Americans in general, but I mean even for this tribe and everything that happened here, it's awful. But if you're looking for a movie to, not feel awful about, this is not the right one. I didn't get on my phone, and really at all, until the end. So it's engaging, and it's very interesting film, but it makes you feel completely terrible when you're done, when you're halfway through the film, when you're 3/4 of the way through the film, and when you're at the end of the film. Nothing changes at the end. It's like, oh, I feel so much better. Oh, no, that doesn't happen here. So if you're looking for that, forget it. My favorite part was the ending, and it's not a spoiler about the ending of the film. I'm going to talk about the end of the film, not the ending of the film. They, like in some movies, they share with you like the credits at the end where they show, hey, this is what happened with Ernest, and this is what happened with this character, right? And they say the words, maybe show some pictures. They do this, and I don't know what time frame it was, in the 30s or the 40s or whatever. It's people on stage. It's not a play, but it's a guy reading, and then other people reading the parts, in a sense, like a play. And then they have like the band or the orchestra, or the band behind them doing different sounds. Then they have somebody else like, oh, and then a letter was sent, and it's and the guy makes the sound effects. That was really cool. You think about that, like the people that put in the effort to make it so like realistic in that part. I know it's just a small part of the movie, but again, instead of showing the post-credit words or whatever it is up on the screen, they showed what it was like for entertainment back then. That was the most enjoyable part of this entire film. It was only 3 minutes. Martin Scorsese reads part of it, and it's still emotional. You know what I mean? Like I get it. I know why he made this film, and I know why, that what he wanted us to get out of it. And he read that and took ownership and put it out there. Great, fantastic job. But that was a fun part. So that was the only fun part for me. So there you go. And you can't even appreciate the acting. Leonardo, I don't like him anymore. I don't like Robert De Niro. You know what I mean? It's like, I do, but I'm gonna take a little while to get over them. I'm gonna go watch something else where they're nicer to people. All right, that's it. I don't know if I was helpful at all, but at least I got to talk to somebody, get it off my chest. I hope, no offense, hope it doesn't win. I don't know. Do you hope it doesn't win an Oscar? Right? Like, I think it's like an Oscar-worthy type movie, but for, the emotion they bring out, right, and the acting and all that stuff, great, but how it makes somebody feel, Is that the movie you want to win an Oscar for? I don't know. When they invite me on the panel, I'll let you know. Alright, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know if I'm helpful at all, but Kimmel's Irish Pub.